You are listening to The Decision Reel, brought to you by Bright Eyes Entertainment.
Oh, hey, welcome to The Decision Reel. This is where we review movies sometimes. Tonight,
we're getting good. We're getting better.
We're getting a little better. Today, we have a few less guests, but one more on Discord again.
Yeah.
But this time it's not Wally, it's George.
Hey.
George is on the cord.
George is on the cord. I like it. But hey, here at The Decision Reel, we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, we're reviewing Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, and it surprised me that it took this long to get to Wedding Crashers. So it's been over a year of episodes. It should have been like one of the first ones.
When you think about it, you're right. It should have been like...
It's right in the pocket.
It should be like number 5 on the list that we were doing, just because this is, as you said, right in the pocket of the kind of movies that we review or we watch.
And when they came out, we were the demographic for. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think. So this released in 2005.
Yeah.
This is right in...
It's 21 years old, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
This is right where we want to be.
George, how old were you in 2005?
17 maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we graduated high school the following year, so...
Oh, okay.
16, I guess. Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, this movie
wait a minute. No. 2005, I was 19. What am I talking about?
What'd you say?
21. I don't know how to do math.
Yeah.
Learn math.
I do feel like I was like, that's kind of what I think. I think I was a little young for this. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is more college age. Not that I didn't think it was funny, but
well,
I don't know if we were exactly the demographic.
We definitely weren't, and I don't think this was like a college age demographic movie. Honestly, like, who is it really for, and who's it about? It's about people crashing weddings, so it has to be people, you know, kind of older doing things, but still having dick and fart jokes for people of our age.
And boobies.
And boobies, depending on which version you got as well.
Yeah, you either got bras or boobies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I feel like that always happens in their movies, like the frat pack movies.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, they made movies to make an unrated cut.
Right.
So you have to buy the DVD now, right,
yeah,
if you want to see the boobs, yeah.
I mean,
what? That is such a fucking genius move.
I mean, they all did it. And and it's literally 30 seconds of just girls getting thrown onto a bed.
Right.
Different ones. And
it's literally the same shots.
Right?
Yeah, the sequence in the beginning.
Yep, right when they're doing shout. Exactly.
Right. And it's
what a perfect scene too, by the way. The cinematography and everything of just like syncing up the music with the party. Like that was a great montage.
Yeah, every symbol hit was a different girl hitting a bed. Yeah.
And what's funny is, when they filmed it, they're like, all right, we're gonna do one version with the bras on, one version with the bras off, and we're gonna make money.
You've been a wedding DJ, right, Brent?
Yeah, I've got a couple this year.
You played shout at weddings?
Yeah. I don't think we've played shout.
Really?
No.
I feel like you kind of have to though.
You got to. We'll get them down, man.
It's
every
gonna.
time.
I think
I
we're gonna
do shout, and I always do the one from Tommy Boy. Ain't too proud to beg, man.
Oh, okay.
Ain't too proud to beg. That wasn't in Tommy Boy.
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. It was definitely in Tommy Boy.
The beginning, right, where him and his dad singing.
Yeah.
No, that's not the song him and his dad are singing.
What are they singing?
It's not the one they're singing, but that's the first song that plays at the wedding.
Oh, okay. Oh, where David Spade's running around with the camera and he's like, you got a delete button on that thing?
Yeah.
It'll cost you.
Yep. Anyways, before we get into this review any further, I do want to say, if you guys are a frequent listener or watcher now on the YouTube, please help us by taking 10 seconds out of your day and sharing any of our social media posts or recommending this show to a friend. Also, if you haven't already, leave us a review and make sure you're subscribed to get our episodes right when they drop. We also have a merch.
I need to get a few more listeners.
A few more, but if you do want to help us out in any way, that's one of the best ways to do it right now. Buy us a shirt, give us a like, drop a sub, give us a review. say anything
Have you
on our
checked the
social
rankings
media.
lately?
I was going to do it today, and then I was like, I don't want to.
You afraid we dropped?
We definitely dropped for sure. I mean,
oh no,
we're still steady.
yeah,
Right, we're still getting the same amount of views and plays and listens and whatnot and downloads, but I just didn't feel like it.
Ah,
Maybe I'll check it tomorrow.
maybe so.
Maybe we'll see where we're at. But again, people who are listening out there and you really like what you hear, just tell anybody you can. Try and grow the show for us. We'll appreciate that. And you know, once we get a Patreon or something like that, you can help us out that way, and we'll give you some shout outs.
Hell yeah.
Yay. So again, this movie we're reviewing, Wedding Crashers. If you haven't seen this movie, there's going to be spoilers talked, obviously here. But at this point,
Everybody on the planet.
if
has
you're listening
seen
to
Wedding
this
Crashers.
type of movie review podcast, or watching,
Or if you're in this our age,
if you're in this demographic, there's no way you have not seen
right?
at least 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah,
It's on TV like fucking
all the time.
6 times a week.
It's on FXX
Yeah.
constantly. Yeah.
That and The Internship for some reason.
Yeah, but that movie is awful.
It's one of those, like, you know, they tried to do the same thing in this movie.
Yeah.
And it didn't work, but there's still, like, snippets where I'm like, all right, the magic is still there between them.
Right.
I can watch it, but it's not I'm searching out to watch it movie.
Right, it's so bad.
Yeah. I kind of like what they did with the Google and, like, trying to integrate that and everything. And then
Yeah,
they're like,
but-
this is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. George, have you seen The Internship?
No, it's another one of like these movies do not attract me. I will say, like,
Yeah, it's not an
if I like
A24
them, it's 'cause
film.
They catch
Right.
me off guard.
Yeah.
They're not what I seek out.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, you're, I would say, more of a highbrow comedic presence.
More of an indie guy.
Yeah, you like those
Yeah.
those indies. You wanna feel and think with your comedy,
Right.
where we just want to
Sure,
see dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
If you want to be that kind, sure.
I
Not
want to
that
see
I don't love a Kevin Smith movie.
I want to see buttholes, you know?
I want to see. Well, Jackass 4 is coming out
Yeah, in
And
less
there's-
than a month, like
and
3
there's-
weeks.
and there's definitely going to be buttholes in that.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Wants to see buttholes. Wedding Crashers, where you can watch this currently. If you have an HBO Max subscription, you can watch it on there.
Yeah.
You can watch it on the many different channels that it's going to be on in the foreseeable future and forever, probably. Like you said, FXX. I'm pretty sure it's on MTV all the time. Fucking
Oh, it
TBS.
is on MTV2 a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Vice.
Right. You can also watch it to buy or rent on YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Vudu, and Amazon Prime.
Did anybody have it for free?
HBO Max
HBO Max.
with the
okay.
subscription.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So, the plot of Wedding Crashers. John Beckwith and Jeremy Gray, a pair of committed womanizers who sneak into weddings to take advantage of the romantic tinge in the air, find themselves at odds with one another when John meets and falls for Claire Cleary.
I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty vague, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean...
But without giving too much away. I mean,
What-
yes, it's right, but it's very short.
Yeah, but what really happens in this movie?
They go to a certain wedding. He, for some reason, falls in love with Rachel McAdams very quickly. Over like
He
like
looks at her.
Right, yeah.
like a proud look. She's one of my most favorite Hollywood actresses, looks and skill. Like she's top of the pops, but
Top of the paps. I
But
like that.
I don't like. He just like puts down a gift and like falls in love with her, and like he's been like banging like 2 chicks a weekend for a month and a half. Like it's weird, right?
Well, so the way they portray it in the beginning is that Vince Vaughn's character is more like, hey, let's fucking gung-ho and who cares, let's smack and, whatever,
Right.
how many chicks we can, where Owen Wilson's kind of like, I'm getting a little sick at this,
Right.
whatnot.
That's
so
true. Like
it
you
make-
can tell he's looking for more.
Right, and it makes sense for him to fall in love with the girl.
Right.
But then the twist is Vince Vaughn's the one who actually,
Right,
Gets with the girl.
because he meets his equal.
pretty much,
Yeah.
which he doesn't think about it at first, and all of a
Right.
sudden when she's like, oh, that's what I thought every guy wants to hear, you can see him like,
When
Oh, shit.
they kick him out of the house,
yeah.
and he goes for a little spiel. He's like, I know we're both crazy, but you feel it too, or all this crap. Like, it's funny.
Right.
I'm taking the painting, Todd. It was a gift.
And it was a gift.
Something I've learned is that nobody can handle their own energy, and she like hands it right back to him.
Yeah,
Right.
He's like
yeah.
super overwhelmed. It's pretty funny.
It's great. I really like this. Wasn't the start of like the Vince Vaughn era movie, but it definitely was the peak of it.
Yeah, it was definitely the pinnacle for sure.
This is, to me, the best one. They tried to do a couple different ones with him and somebody else, and literally it's the same movie. There's that one with Kevin Smith from King of Queens. It was called The Dilemma.
Kevin James.
Or Kevin James. What did I say? Kevin Smith. Fuck,
yeah,
Kevin James.
Where like somebody's cheating on somebody and you tell them. Yeah.
I think that's what's her face from Stranger Things now, but Babe Bennett from Mr. Deeds.
Winona Ryder?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Winona Ryder. She's cheating on Kevin James with Channing Tatum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that movie, again, like, it's not memorable, but it's not a terrible movie. It's just, it came out at a time where you're sick of the Vince Vaughn trope of being the fast-talking guy.
That's why it took me forever to see, like, Four Christmases.
Yeah, which is great.
And it is good. And Couples Retreat is good.
I love Couples Retreat.
But it took me
Boom.
a decade for after they were released for me to even care about them, because, like, I'm over Vince Vaughn. No offense. I love Vince Vaughn. But Vince Vaughn he pigeonholed himself and he made hundreds of millions of dollars doing it.
Yeah.
But like if you look at some of his more serious stuff, it's actually really good.
Yeah, there was a movie that came out.
Like what?
He did the very first remake of Psycho.
Yep.
It was him and Anne Heche, and he played Norman Bates.
Yeah, great in it.
It's so good.
There's a movie that came out where he's
so many times.
yeah, there's a movie that came out where he's like breaking out of prison. I can't remember what it is. It's really good.
Wes and Mo have talked about this.
Yeah.
It's fairly new too.
Yep, it's really good. And then the kind of remake of Freaky Friday that they just came out with called Freaky. Amazing.
Dude.
Oh, it's like a serial killer or something?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's
got a huge rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
It should, because, I mean, okay, it's not like reimagining the genre or doing anything crazy, but just like the performances in it and just some of the, you would think the tropes there and you're like, oh, they're going to do this or they're going to do that, but they don't. And I really like that movie.
Yeah, me and Allie watched it around Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's a great Halloween slasher flick, whatever. But Vince Vaughn steals that fucking movie. Like,
plus the chick in it. There's a really hot chick in that movie too.
The main girl.
Yeah,
yeah, she's been in some other stuff. The blonde girl.
She's like nerdy but hot.
What was she kind of nerdy in the beginning? I don't remember, because I remember once she turned into the slasher, she slicked her hair back.
Was it Peyton List?
No, it wasn't her. Somebody else. But no, great movie if anybody wants to see like a nice slasher, funny movie.
Somewhat comedic, yeah.
But it goes hard into the gore.
Oh yeah,
there's some crazy shit in that movie, and yeah, dude, it's right up George's alley.
That's that shit I do like.
Yeah, that's on HBO Max too. So if anybody wants to check out,
have you seen that,
Max.
George?
No, not yet. That sounds good though.
Yeah, definitely watch it.
Yeah, it's called Freaky.
Yep.
It came out maybe 2020, I think.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. Nice little a Coca Zero and some Jim Beam.
Of course.
Wow, I like it. Are you drinking anything over there, Georgie?
I have my usual, my Tito's and Cran.
Oh, I like it.
You know it.
I like it. You got to do what you got to do, right?
Hey, whatever floats your goat,
favorite.
right?
Float your goat. You like that. This movie was written by Steve Faber and Bob Fisher. Both wrote We're the Millers and some episodes of Married with Children together.
I love Married with Children.
Great show.
Good.
Steve Faber once served as the editor of politics and culture for Penthouse magazine.
How do you take that job seriously?
You don't.
I mean,
or you take it too seriously.
Are you winning Pulitzers for writing about Joe Biden?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You don't know. There could be some great articles inside of Penthouse that no one would know about because they're going.
I mean, there are good articles from Playboy. I will tell you, there are. Like, they were good writers.
Well, I mean, for such a circulated,
Playboy is different than Penthouse, though. Let's be real here.
Well,
Penthouse,
Penthouse spreads lips, dude.
Right. They got outies where Playboys have innies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Playboy is barely porn at that. I mean,
it's art.
they're nude, but like they're
not,
powdered and photoshopped and
like, it's like for gentlemen for sure.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, I think so. Playboy to me is like an art form, or it's not pornographic material.
No, it's more modeling than anything.
Right. Yeah.
But you are nude for the most part.
It's nude modeling. Let's be real. Where Penthouse Hustler, all that. That is
porn. Yeah.
exactly.
There's probably some, moisture and
there's some moisture.
dildos of some kind. Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah.
What was that other one that fucking kid said?
Swank.
Swank on the on Jack. Yeah.
Can you get swank?
Did you end up watching Jack, George?
No, I didn't.
You son of a bitch!
And, I saw that movie 20 years ago, man. I don't.
It's worth a rewatch.
Yeah,
it really is.
It really, dude. The movie is one big sexual innuendo. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Really?
and it's
An erector.
You remember that an erector? Yeah, no, it's worth a watch in 2022. Just to have a different set of eyes on it, because if you saw it 20 years ago or when it came out, you're going to look at it completely different than you would today, and it's way different than you think it would be, and it's way better
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm sold. Yeah, I'll catch it.
That gets a decision reel recommended rating. I wonder if we should do that from now on. Like at the end, we can say 8 out of 10, but I wouldn't recommend everybody see it.
Oh,
we can have a seal, the TBR seal of approval.
My taste is very niche for sure.
Right.
So I often would not recommend a movie I call a 9. I would not always recommend for sure.
That's
a great. Yeah.
I Friday night I just stayed home alone, chilled with the dog or whatever. You know what movie I watched for the first time in a long time?
Let me hear it.
Fucking Rounders.
Oh wow!
I love that movie.
Never heard of that. Heard of that.
Really?
It's Matt Damon, Edward Norton. The whole movie's about poker and gambling debt. It's really good.
Yeah, it is actually a great movie.
You love Edward Norton.
Well, he's my favorite actor of all time, for sure.
Right. Ed Norton's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, American History X. Come on.
Well, I mean, I think that's everybody's introduction into Edward Norton.
Well, that, or if you're into the Marky Mark game, you're probably Italian Job, or stuff like that.
Yep.
Which
I have never seen, by the way.
Really?
No.
You would like it? Especially with Ed Norton in it. I mean, he plays the greasy dickhole that you love to hate. And
wait a minute, whose pick is it this week?
It would be Brent's pick.
Ooh, I know what I'm picking then.
All right.
Wow.
Rounders.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that to you, but it is going to be an Edward Norton Jr. movie.
All right. Cool.
He's a junior?
Huh? Yes, he is a junior.
You would know that.
Well, I mean, he used to be billed as Edward Norton Jr.
Yeah. It would?
Interesting.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, back to Wedding Crashers. Which was filmed in our backyard.
We're gonna get to that. I wanted to finish up about who it was directed by.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So it was directed by David Dobkin. He's also directed, and this is a weird kind of thing that he goes off here because you're gonna see this. Shanghai Nights.
Okay.
Fred Claus.
Okay.
The Change Up. Eurovision.
I don't know what Eurovision is.
That was a movie that came out last year on Netflix. It had Will Ferrell in it. Okay. And your girl from this movie.
Rachel McAdams?
Yep.
Oh.
So the weird thing is here.
I'm about to watch this movie.
It's funny. All these people that were in this movie, he went on to do movies with.
Right. You said a Vince Vaughn movie. You said an Owen Wilson movie. Shanghai Nights
Rachel
is
McAdams, Will Ferrell
possibly
movie.
the worst movie of all time.
I could think of a lot worse movies. Expendables 2. I'm always going to go back to my well right here. Shanghai Nights is incredibly better than that movie.
Well, I mean, I would watch that before Shanghai. I mean, Expendables 2.
Yeah. But no. Also, so David Dobkin directed some music videos for Keep Your Head Up and I Get Around by Tupac.
Huh.
Get around. Right, as well as some other videos for Blues Traveler, Elton John, Coolio, and Maroon 5.
Hey, when those artists were making music videos steadily, music video producers were getting paid.
They definitely were.
Mid to late 90s and early 2000s? Good Lord.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is you got to think, those Tupac videos were what, like early 90s? Maybe like 94, 95?
94, 95. Keep Your Head Up was 94.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
what
he
an
was
absolute banger.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to think he was doing that and then somehow transitioned to film and then made all these other movies, and kind of like he's not working steadily, but like every so often. So good for him.
I can dig it.
Yeah. So Wedding Crashers is starring Owen Wilson as John Beckwith, Vince Vaughn as Jeremy Gray, Rachel McAdams as Claire Cleary, Christopher Walken as Secretary Cleary. God damn, this is going to fuck me up.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Cooper as Sack Lodge.
Sack.
I thought it was Zach.
No, it's Sack.
Sack.
Yeah.
Is it really Sack?
Yeah. S-A-C-K. Sack. That fits his character so well.
Yeah.
Isla Fisher as Gloria Cleary.
Hold on, rewind, buddy.
Isla.
Isla.
What did I say? Oh,
It's
it's Isla.
Isla.
It's the S
Like
is-
island.
is
yeah,
silent.
it's like island without the N or
sorry,
the D.
Isla
She
Fisher.
could get the D, but it's not in her name.
Sure. As Gloria
Holy moly.
Cleary.
There it is.
Jane Seymour as Kathleen Cleary. Keir O'Donnell as Todd Cleary.
Feel them.
Will Ferrell as Chaz, which is uncredited, by the way.
He didn't get paid.
And then Dylan James Turner as the bratty kid. The reason why I bring that up.
Oh, the make me a bicycle clown?
Yeah. The reason why I bring that up,
Funny.
he is from this area.
Yeah.
And he is in bands. Well, he now lives in Nashville and he's in a band, but he's been in a couple bands around this area.
Really?
And he played drums.
Oh, good for
I wish I
you.
had said, make me drums, clown. That would have been awesome.
That would have been.
Shut
but-
your mouth, funny man, and make it.
There's just, that's a funny thing because that's the only thing he's ever been in, and it's just a funny
He
little...
must have. I mean, were they on vacation on the Eastern Shore or
maybe
something?
I don't know. And
Look,
just-
we need a kid for 5 minutes.
Right, or maybe they were at a real wedding and it was like, hey, fuck, bring this kid in. I don't
Right.
know. I've played a couple shows with him, and he's actually, when I was in the Chip Wood band, we had him fill in for me one time because I got double booked. Well, no,
What?
sorry. I had a show booked, and then Sam Grow calls and says, hey, you want to open for us at Gilligan's? And I had a choice to make of, do I play the show that's been booked for 6 months, or do I say, screw you guys, and go play for Sam Grow? And I just figured I'm not going to be an asshole.
You did the right thing, but
Yeah.
probably the wrong thing.
Yeah, because it didn't matter at this point.
No.
Because I'm in neither one of those bands, and neither one of those bands are in existence anymore.
So
So,
suck it.
yeah. But I then ended up opening for Sam Grow a couple other times, so it worked itself out.
He's so much fun to get drunk with. God, what a good dude.
Yeah, he was on your other podcast. You guys had him on the Zero Idea podcast.
Well, yeah, we did did his interview at the Birchmere in Arlington,
Mm-hmm.
and it was before a show, and the four of us got hammered drunk.
Hammered.
Excuse me, the five of us got hammered drunk, and the man can hold his liquor, and hell of an artist, nice guy.
Yeah, shout out to Sam Grow. I'm sure he's not listening, but
I mean, whatever.
yeah, no, it's Southern
You don't
Maryland
know
zone.
what he does?
Right, no, Southern Maryland zone, Sam Grow.
And the dude just played the fucking Grand Ole Opry. That's
Yes,
pretty
he
rad.
did,
Good
yeah.
for him, dude.
So, making it,
Invitation only, and he made it.
right.
I'd retire. I'd be like, I don't need to make music anymore.
What do I got to do, right? I
Right.
play Grand Old Opry, yeah.
Right. I'm going to just go bag groceries like Kurt Warner. Dude,
Was that a good movie?
it was so good.
Okay, because I like Kurt Warner. I like his story.
If you
and-
if you get a snow day and you're bored
Watch it.
and you have like the free movie apps like George has,
Sure.
watch it.
Yeah, okay.
It's so good. The only bad thing is that the dude that's playing him is a great actor. The
Zachary
dude that
Levi.
played Shazam or whatever.
Yep.
But they try to pass him off like a 20 to 30-year-old and for like most of the movie, and you're like, this dude looks 40.
Right. I mean, I get why they're doing it. Because
Right.
he's going to look completely different if it's a different actor.
Right. But that was my only hang up.
Okay.
The whole movie was great. And I mean, true story, whatever. But anyway, back to Wedding Crashers. God
Okay,
damn it.
the only question I have, though,
Yes.
before we get off that movie, there was an era where Kurt Warner wore this weird face mask where it had like a U shape underneath to like protect his throat. Did they show that at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Huh.
This movie was produced by Tapestry Films and distributed by New Line Cinema.
Big boy.
Big boy. Big bear.
Big bear.
It's rated R for sexual content, nudity, and language. Now, I remember watching the first original cut of this movie and don't ever remember seeing nudity.
Well, okay. You don't see nipple, but he does feel up Jane Seymour.
Right, but that's not nudity. That would be partial nudity.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Right, like an ass or side boob is partial nudity. I don't remember. I got
Is
a
that
fun
how they
fact.
qualify it?
Yes.
Side boob is partial nudity.
Yes. Well, depending on how much side boob.
I'm into. I feel like I'm more into partial nudity than I am into.
oh,
full
dude.
nudity
Well,
sometimes.
dude, that you're 100% right. Your imagination takes over,
Well,
and
it's just like Alien, right?
Side boob is gold.
side boob and and hip creases.
Hip creases. I like that. Hip creases. What I was going to say is,
I'm with you.
Think about this, George. It's just like the movie Alien. You barely see the monster, right? So you're more scared of what your imagination makes.
Right.
Same with side boob and whatever you're talking about. Your imagination makes it even better.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bizarre but perfect comparison.
Thank you. That's what we try
It
and do
took the
here.
long way home, but we got there.
They had us in the first half, I swear. Yeah. I do have a fun fact later on with Isla Fisher with nudity. So we'll get there, and that's why I brought this up. But runtime, a little longer than Brent's Pocket. This movie is way too long.
It drags out.
And the unrated version is even longer. It's not just, hey, we swapped bras for tits.
Right.
There's a lot more in the unrated version.
It drags out. The end drags out when he's all depressed and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what are y'all doing?
I thought, and every time I watch this movie, just like when we were watching Dogma or there was another movie where like you're in it, the first 30, 40 minutes you're in it, and then you're like, this part.
Right.
I'm over it. I've seen it so many times and it's just boring.
Right.
And that's what Wedding Crashers does to me.
Yeah, I agree. Like, they spend way too much time at that weekend house in St. Michael's too.
Yeah.
It's
They
like,
definitely
Is that
do.
where fucking Christopher Walken's like second house when they're playing football and all that shit?
yeah,
Is
they're
that what you're
playing.
talking about?
They're playing
That's
football.
what Maryland does.
They're
Crab
go-
cakes and
That's
football.
like most of the movie. I feel like
Right.
No,
and
it is.
It can be trimmed. They're playing football. They're going on bike rides. They're going on boat rides. They're doing this. They're doing that. It's like they could have shaved 15 minutes off of that.
More.
Yeah, they're acting like this is some epic, magnum opus story, but it's still just dick and fart jokes. Like, get over yourself a little bit.
All you really need is like a little bit of activity at the house and Vince Vaughn's speech with the preacher.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. Do you even need that that long?
Yeah.
Okay, it's great. I mean, and then there's also the bike ride that Owen Wilson and Rachel McAdams go on.
Right.
It needs to be there, but maybe not that long,
Yeah.
You can take out a lot of the wedding there too before they go back to the house or whatever they go to. I do believe that you can't take anything out of the beginning of this movie. You can't. It's such a lead up, a good everything. That montage of them going to all the different weddings and
in the
sleeping
beginning
with
with Dwight Yoakam and his wife.
Yep. Fucking
That's it, baby. Go comatose for me.
what's his face? John McCain's in this movie. There's another guy. Yeah, that you don't even
Rip.
realize. Yeah. James Carville's in this movie too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of
that was perfect. We have no rebuttal.
the Raging Cajun. Yeah. So this was. Oh, I didn't even say the runtime.
We haven't even done that movie yet.
No, we haven't.
God damn it.
Sorry, I just blacked out what happened. Oh no, we did do Old School.
No, we didn't. We did super bad.
No, we did Old School.
Are you sure?
Yes, we did. I remember making the flyer for it because I put
yeah.
the Mitchapalooza thing on it. So yeah, we did do Old School.
Yeah.
I gotta
I'm
listen.
positive.
Yeah, I gotta listen back to the episode. Did we even really talk about that movie much? I don't
It
think we
wasn't
did.
memorable.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Like, we're literally gonna have to go over old episodes because we spent like no time talking about the movies.
Right. we figured out that, hey, listen, maybe we should actually talk about a movie that we're reviewing instead of going off on these giant tangents.
Right.
We're steering into the skid now. We're staying on the rails here at the decision reel. At least we're trying a little harder.
We'll really try.
We're staying on the decision rails.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Hey.
Until Wally comes in and goes, hey, we're going to play this, or I want to review this one movie. And we go, dude, check our back catalog.
Every time.
Every time. It's all good. We love Wally here.
Did you guys do Hot Rod already?
Yeah.
You were on that episode.
I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I fell for it. I fell for it. I
Literally
fell
said
for it.
that.
Yeah. He was talking about Hot Rod. He talked about what last he wanted to do Liar Liar, and then he wanted to do something else. I'm like, Wally,
Tropic Thunder.
we have a website, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Wally.
The website is thedecisionreel.com. You can see all of our back catalog. You can see all of our scores, too. We have it listed up in case you want to see what we gave something without actually listening through a 2-hour episode till we get to our scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just want to see what we think and if we have consistency in our scores. I think George definitely does not have consistency in his scores. You're so
What does that mean?
you're like everywhere. Like
Yeah.
one week you'll come in and you'll say, "I really like this movie. This movie's great." And then next week we'll talk about that movie. You're like, "Oh, that movie sucks." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, that's my
What?
personality at all times. Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's it keeps things interesting because you never know what you're going to say or what you're thinking in the moment.
There's certainly nothing I can do about that. I've always been like that my whole life.
Keeps you on
and
your
like
toes.
It depends on the mood, you know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It depends on my mood.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like you could see a movie one time and you go, nah, I don't like it. But then you're in a different mood and you see it again. You're like, this movie's great.
Yeah, 100%. That's me.
Nothing wrong with that. So, anyways, this movie's runtime is 119 minutes.
Yeah, almost 2 hours flat, boy. Whew.
Add like another 11 for the unrated.
You're really ready. By the end of the movie, you are just ready for it to be over with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's you with any 2-hour movie that's not The Dark Knight, though.
Well, yeah, The Dark Knight could have been 6 hours long. I'd sit there.
A minute. Are you going to see the new Batman? Because it looks great.
It
looks fucking awesome.
With our pets, Batman is the only superhero that matters because he's not even a superhero.
Amen. He's rich. That's his superpower.
He's a rich ninja.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Morgan Freeman.
This movie was released on July 4th, 2005 in London, then was released July 15th everywhere else.
Huh. So they were counting on a blockbuster here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think middle of the summer, July 4th weekend basically in London, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they don't
the
care.
Next weekend in USA and everywhere else. I mean, that is the season for blockbuster movies, and this is a comedy movie with, at the time, Vince Vaughn's big, but he's not huge like he was after this movie.
No, this put Vince Vaughn on everybody's funny map for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Owen Wilson, Zoolander, and some other stuff at the time. Cars Cars would have been after this. Actually,
Yeah, Cars was after
2006.
this. Yeah.
So you don't got the ka-chow, you just got the wow.
Ka-chow, wow.
Ew.
Blah. So I mean, I don't know if I would, if I was a studio executive, go, middle of July, put this movie out.
Nah, this feels like a March or April movie to me.
Be like a February even, you know what I mean? Like
bury it.
like do whatever. Like, okay, but when is wedding season, right? Summer
into fall.
Yeah, into
spring.
fall. So
Yeah.
I mean, do you throw it in wedding season? I don't even know. Like, this movie just doesn't have a...
Like May to September?
Maybe. Like, I don't know. This movie just, to me, doesn't feel like I know when to release it.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't know either and like, fuck it. Throw it out in the middle of summer. Because
it doesn't need to be released wedding season, though. I don't.
Well, wedding season's most of the year now. So, I mean, I think that point
That's
is
true.
moot.
Yeah, you're right. So this was filmed it started filming March 14th, 2004. There is no definite date when it stopped filming.
Well, it couldn't have taken that long. They were in like 2 spots.
I think you're right. I'm probably 4 months, maybe at most.
That sounds long.
Well, you got to think principal photography, going different places, setting up different shots.
I guess.
Maybe. At most. 4 months, I would say.
I want to know how they didn't get caught having sex on that beach. Like they were the only one that wanted to go for a walk on the beach at a wedding.
I know, right?
And they weren't very far from that tent.
And there was a lot of people at that
a
wedding.
lot of kids at that wedding, too.
Yeah, they would be,
Seeing Uncle Jeremy bury his hog.
Nobody said anything.
Oh, yeah, maybe. You're right.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe 2 kids were like, what's going on over there?
They're bumping fronts.
Right. Doing something. Oh, Jesus Christ. So this was filmed in Assateague Island National Seashore, Maryland.
Right.
Did I say Assateague right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Assateague.
thank you. The Inn at Perry Cabin, St. Michael's, Maryland.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Memorial in D.C.
Yeah.
Bitmore Hotel in L.A.
Okay.
Westminster Presbyterian Church in Pasadena, California, and various other locations in Los Angeles.
Okay.
They really went all over for this one. That's what took so long on production. Flying all that shit
God. Yeah.
A lot in
They
Maryland.
couldn't find a church in Maryland somewhere? Like, good God.
Well, I mean, I get why you do a lot of your stuff in LA, right? You got sound studios if you need to.
People
You're
live
close
out
to
there.
home. People are
Yeah.
there. Boom, do whatever you need to. But did you really need to come to Maryland? I don't think you do, unless you're trying to show by going to certain places we are in Maryland. Now, obviously, the Lincoln Memorial,
Yeah.
you got to be there unless you're green screening something, whatever. I did see some things that I didn't write down, that they wanted John McCain and some other people to be at the wedding to legitimize it that he was a senator or whatever. Yeah. So they obviously had to go to those locations because you can't fly them out because they're so busy.
Understood.
Right. So I get that. Beyond that, maybe that's why that's only those places, right?
Right. I mean, and Assateague's in West Ocean City, and then St. Michael's is another hour and change away from there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So we are at the budget portion of our show. This is a weird one to me. I thought about this for a little bit, and before I looked it up, and I was like, what would you... Okay, so you're 2004. What do you pay Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson?
yeah.
Rachel McAdams is somewhat of a star at this point.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's in it, uncredited. Do are you paying him, or is he in there as a favor?
Right.
You don't got big writers. You don't got a big director.
But you got big names. Jane
You got big
Seymour.
names. Yeah,
you
Jane
got Dr.
Seymour.
Quinn, Medicine Woman.
You got Christopher Walken.
You got Walken.
Which I'm sure he's kind of just like Nick Cage at that point. Throw me a fucking role every
Right,
6
yeah. I mean, he was
months.
in Balls of Fury.
Hey, crazy.
Right.
Right.
Fucking
So he's out there doing his
The
thing.
whole time I was listening to him talk, all I heard was you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
I guess. Ladies and gentlemen,
Accidental walking.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I do like Christopher Walken in this movie because he seems like he's not trying to be Christopher Walken.
No, he just seems like a good dad.
Right, and he's not going above and beyond and over the top. He's literally like trying not to be Christopher Walken. Like
Right.
even in the way he talks. Like you can tell his speech patterns are a little different.
Yeah, he's not doing the walking speeches.
No, yeah.
Except when he yells at Todd.
Right. Todd!
You tell that mean ocean.
Gotta add more cowbell.
And then
You know what?
go ahead, George.
Something I wanted to talk about if we had done Pulp Fiction.
Well, you changed your mind.
Okay,
so.
do you guys remember Pulp Fiction okay?
Somewhat, yeah.
somewhat.
It's been a while since I
Yeah.
actually watched Pulp Fiction.
Damn, never mind then. Never mind.
I mean,
It's
bring it
not
up.
gonna
What do
make
you got?
sense to you.
No, just say it.
Well, there's a scene with Christopher Walken, right?
Yeah.
Where he's talking about where he got the watch, Bruce Willis's watch, from his dad, right? And he's telling this whole story about how him and Bruce Willis's dad were, what's the word when you're POWs, right?
Yeah.
And they were in this camp in fucking Vietnam or some shit, Japanese internment camp maybe, and they're talking about this watch, and halfway through the story, he goes from delivering the lines very seriously, like a regular fucking person, and halfway through the story, the camera cuts, and he starts delivering them like Christopher Walken, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. And I need you to watch this scene and
That's
tell me your
hilarious.
I'll
thoughts.
see if I can YouTube it tonight.
Right.
Seriously, I need to know what you're gonna be like. What the fuck?
That's funny. He's
It's
just like,
so weird.
I need you to camera cut to fucking do your thing, bro.
Right, yeah.
That's exactly it. Exactly it.
It's so
It is
funny.
that abrupt.
It's
You
like he
need
went.
to watch
It's like he went and had a cigarette and forgot.
Right.
it. Yeah.
It's like, where were
He
we?
was like, oh,
Christopher Walken? Yeah.
yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Come
I'll
on.
be
No.
damned. Yeah.
You tell that mean ocean Todd.
I was playing ping pong and ding dang.
Dude, I'm going to say this. Me and Wally talked about this. Balls of Fury is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But if it's on TV, I am literally stopping everything I'm doing. I'm watching
never
it.
seen it.
I knew you were gonna fucking say
Dude.
that shit.
It's worth watching. Dude, Terry Crews is in it. The guy from Reno 911 is in it. As much as I don't like the main guy because he's kind of... It's like he's trying to be Dane Cook heavy, if that makes sense. It
Like
works.
he's got that like crazy wacky I'm definitely on coke energy.
Yeah, but it works. And fucking the dude from Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung is in
With
it.
Shang Tsung.
And dude, the way he just says his name, like every time he talks to him, is great. And then the guy from the first Wayne's World is in it. What's her face's father?
Oh, that's David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's great. He plays. So they're basically spoofing off of Karate Kid,
Right.
but with ping pong. It's worth watching. And
When he fights fucking Wayne in the beginning of Wayne's World 2.
Wayne.
And they do like they kick the shit out of each other a little bit. And they've had that face off, and he points at him. He goes la 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 la. He's like, "Come and get it."
Dude, I'm gonna say this to my grave. Wayne's World 1 is such an underrated movie because it's so good with writing.
Right.
I know everybody's like, "Oh, Wayne's World's amazing." Yeah, it's great. It's a comedy classic. But the writing at the time is what people don't even think about. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, it's funny, yeah, whatever. Think about anything that came out around then or since then with writing being as good and as funny as it actually is.
Right, because
and on topic.
because it's smart.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like meta humor for sure. Wayne's World is damn near a perfect comedy.
Right.
Dude, when they walk into Stan Mikita's the first time and fucking Al Bundy's sitting there, he's like, "How come when you kill
the crazy thing in my life before that night?
How come when you kill a man in the act of war, you're a hero? When you kill a man in cold blood, it's murder."
That's what I'm saying.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
It's smart. And like the whole
Hey, Mr. Donut Head Man, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but they better not.
I listened to his podcast, Dana Carvey's podcast, and he brought up how he came up with he's got a podcast. It's really good.
Didn't even know.
Yeah,
Okay.
he brought up how he came up with the character of Garth. And it's literally his older brother.
Yeah.
Who is literally, he's the same character. He's like this super nerd guy who's into like making all these gadgets. And that's why he makes gadgets in the first movie. And it was supposed to be a bigger plot point, and they're having more scenes, but they ended up cutting it. And then it's not in the second movie, barely. But it was literally all about his brother and being like super nerdy and whatnot. The way he talks, his cadence, everything is his brother. He has his brother on the show. Oh my God!
Oh really?
It's 1-for-1 his brother, and
Are
it's
you
hilarious.
serious?
It's
Man,
hilarious.
all right, I gotta watch this.
What's his
Yeah.
name? Dana Carvey is an impressionist, so it's like perfect.
Right. Oh yeah, and it's cool because he does his impressions on the podcast, and then talks about how he came up with them, or like just old school stories in '80s Hollywood and shit. It's worth a listen.
This is a fully
What's it
functional
called?
babe layer.
Fantastic. With Dana Carvey, I believe it's called.
I for sure thought it was going to be called the Dana Carvey podcast.
It
Right.
should have been, right? Because the Dana Carvey show, come on.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a great movie. Getting back to Wedding Crashers.
How to meet women, how to pick up chicks. This guy's smooth.
Dude, even it's the second movie, right, where he gets with Claudia Schiffer, and she's like,
I
winning.
thought that was Kim Basinger.
or Kim Basinger, sorry. Basinger?
I don't know.
Basinger?
Bass singer?
Bass singer. And she's like trying to get him to kill his husband.
Yeah. He's a dead man.
What's your perfect date or whatever? Whatever. Anyways, back to this movie. Budget.
Good morning, darling.
Budget of Wedding Crashers. What do you think, George?
I feel like it kind of was high for some reason. I'm going to say like 80.
Motherfucker. I was literally going to say
What?
80.
I mean, you can say 82.
Yeah.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
We
I
can both be right.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I had 80 planted in my head as soon as you said, what's the frequency, Kenneth?
What's the frequency, Kenneth? So I was thinking, and again, I'm trying to do this more and more, and I always forget while I'm looking it up. But I try and write down what my guess would be, and then I'll see it. So I was thinking 2025.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what's really going on in this movie? There's no big like set piece. They're not going to a lot of places. There's no special effects, barely, if anything. There's Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, and Rachel McAdams. Will Ferrell probably did it for pennies.
Yeah, a Gatorade and a handshake.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like 25 most.
What is Tiffany cooking? It smells so good. Tacos?
I don't know. It does smell good. I can find out.
No, I'm good. I already
All
ate
right.
dinner.
Sorry. What'd you eat?
Subway sub.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
I fit
Italian BMT?
it- No. Just turkey with no cheese. I fit it into my Weight Watchers points or whatever.
All right.
Fat
If anybody needed to know what Brent's Subway sub is, that's what it is. But
Yeah, turkey. Well, no, my favorite Subway sub is turkey, bacon, veggies.
yeah.
And pepper jack cheese with the Chipotle Southwest sauce.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Got
it.
to. Yeah. But the
Don't
budget.
get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. It's got to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The budget of Wedding Crashers, $40 million.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I knew 80 was high, so.
But
for some reason,
I don't
it
know,
just
man.
felt like it would be.
I thought 80 was right. It was going to be right on the fucking money. I really did.
It makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, I was like, I know I was shooting low, but I was like, I couldn't think of anything that the money was spent on.
I just figured the sheer number of people and the sheer number of locations.
So let's say,
Sure, exactly. Me too, yeah.
yeah, but what do you think Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn got? $5 million to $10 million each? Like, come on, no way.
I was
I
thinking
mean,
5.
we've learned that actors are not what causes an expensive film.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I was like, but what else is there? Okay, location, catering. There's no special effects.
No.
There's no this, there's no that. I guess probably
Nobody knew who Bradley Cooper was then.
No. And it's funny because I don't see Bradley Cooper as the person in this movie.
No, because he's like buff.
Yeah, he's like a sweetheart. Like he's been like all these art house films and stuff now.
Right.
Like he's not this guy.
And I don't think he's ever had the same haircut that he has in this movie as anything else. So he looks different.
And he had like broad ass shoulders, and he was kind of bulky.
Yeah, he just looked
like a rugby player.
Right? Yeah.
How'd they even do that? Like he's like a sweet dude.
But yeah, that's funny. Good actor, I guess. Right? I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, go figure.
For sure.
He pulled it off. He definitely seems like a fucking asshole in this movie.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sack.
Oh my god, sack. So, box office.
Man.
Summer 2005, middle of July. It's going up against, and I'm looking at the top 10 here. It's going up against some movies. The number one movie is not what you would think it would be.
Huh.
For July.
What is it?
I'm not going to say it yet.
Well, yeah, we got to guess, George.
We're going to get to that. But I'm going to go George first. What do you think, box office overall?
Wedding Crashers.
Crashers.
Box office.
Yep.
180.
Whoa. George is going full-fledged blockbuster.
Shooting
180 million. Yeah,
180.
yeah.
All right. I mean,
not the Avengers of comedy or anything, but I think it made some serious stuff.
See, I think this was more of a DVD cult than you're giving it credit for.
This movie
right.
This movie definitely cleaned up on DVDs.
I think you're giving it too much theatrical credit, George. I think
you're right.
I'm gonna go with 60. I think it made its money back, but that's about it. I think I'm gonna go with 60 million.
Well, you're both wrong.
Both.
This movie made $288.5 million in the theaters.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
That is some serious dollar bills.
Opening weekend.
Bills. Got the skills to pay the bills.
$32.2 million overall opening weekend.
My God.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Did they put like the marketing machine behind this or what?
You know, how could they have not have? You know what I mean? With the people that were in it, the style movie it was, at what time it was coming out. You kind of have to put. See, that's another thing we don't really factor into the budget, right? Marketing.
Yeah.
Sometimes marketing can be almost as much as what the movie is to make.
Well, yeah.
You know?
What's that shitty movie that Disney pumped like $200 million into marketing and it was awful? John Carter.
Which actually is not a bad movie.
I don't know. I never saw it.
You don't have to.
Not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
Not gonna.
Not gonna. But top 10 that week.
Hell yeah.
Number 10, Madagascar.
Good movie.
Not bad. And think of the star power in that movie, you know?
Yeah.
Number 9.
Hey, David Schwimmer. I'm a zebra. Hey. Oh no, he wasn't a zebra. He was a giraffe.
Giraffe, yeah.
I think.
He's basically Ross, though, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because Ben Stiller was the
lion.
The lion. You had
Chris Rock was the zebra.
Zebra, yep. And then there was another.
Sacha Baron Cohen was the lemur.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I love Sacha Baron Cohen so much.
I love his wife, Isla Fisher.
Oh, look at that! Another tie back. Right. Number 9, Bewitched.
You sounded like Christopher Walken when you said the word 9.
Number
9.
Bewitched, the remake with
Will
Ferrell and Nicole Kidman.
Yep. If you notice here, there's a lot of these similarities going on with actors in the same, movies all around each other, right? So number 8, Herbie Fully Loaded.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan, Michael Keaton.
Yeah. I can't believe Michael Keaton was in that movie, but at the same time, he was good in it.
And she had perky boobs.
Yeah.
Big old redhead ginger boobs.
I said it before. I think that's the best she's ever looked. And then it went all downhill from there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Girls to that.
Yeah. And then what's funny, and I said it on the Mean Girls episode, Rachel McAdams is like 10 years older than Lindsay Lohan.
Yep.
Look at them today.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel McAdams still looks gorgeous.
I mean, you see what drugs do to you.
Exactly.
Drugs and hard living.
And hard like it, I guess.
Getting rode hard and hung up wet.
Number 7, Dark Water.
What?
What? Dark Water.
Dark Water.
I remember seeing trailers for it. I still don't remember what it was about.
Yeah, me neither.
It's probably some either flood thing or shark. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
And number 6.
I've never heard of that.
Number 6, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Love that movie.
That movie made a fuckload of money.
And it also made a marriage end and one begin.
Yeah, which is, I mean, good for them.
Did it end Jen Aniston and Brad Pitt?
Yep.
Yeah.
That movie literally was the start of Brangelina.
Right, which is crazy to think about, but at the same time, it's Hollywood. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I really don't care.
Who knows? They could just all be fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5, and I'm going to say this, and you're not going to agree with me.
What?
This is my favorite Batman movie of the Nolan trilogy.
The first one?
Dark Knight Rises?
Batman Begins.
No.
I'm not
don't
with
care.
you. You know when I love Batman Begins? But you're tripping. Sorry.
I love it too. I love it until Liam Neeson shows up.
What?
Really?
I don't like Liam Neeson.
I love Liam Neeson.
They could
That's
have picked,
probably why I
Liam
like
Neeson
that
a lot.
movie.
they could have picked a better Raja Ghul.
Yes, because
Why-
he's
why
not
do you
supposed to
say
be a
that?
white guy.
I don't know. It just fell out of my
Raja Ghul.
it just fell out of my mouth like that, and it's fun to say it like that. Try it. Raja Ghul.
That's good. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm on board now. No, I like the fact that it was such a different tone for a Batman movie when it came out, right?
Right, and it set the tone for the series.
Right. I like what they did with Scarecrow because it changed up again what the villains are supposed to look like and
Right.
do.
Yep.
It was more of a realistic take. I liked Christopher Nolan's take on literally everything to do with it. And yes, The Dark Knight Rises. Sorry, Dark Knight Rises. It's just Dark Knight. Sorry. Dark Knight is a better movie than Batman Begins.
Yes.
But I like Batman Begins better because of what it sets up to make that movie.
No, I'm tracking.
See,
what
everything
you're
you're saying, I just don't agree.
Yes, exactly. I'm tracking. But no.
I'm tracking.
It goes 2, 3, 1. That's the order.
That is the order.
So I like the third movie, but again, it's stupid when you break it down.
Steve, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Strawberries are an excellent source of fiber. No, I feel like the whole there's a bomb driving around and like somebody's got it, but somebody doesn't. It's just
a little
kinda,
silly.
It's stupid.
It got utopian at the end. You're right.
Again, I loved Bane as a character. I loved what was her name?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
No. Yes, thank you. The daughter of Ra's al Ghul. I like that whole redemption arc. I like it. You know, the whole he's got to get out of the pit and he breaks his back and all this shit. And that was kind of like fucking stupid to me. But
It was,
I like the feel of the movie. The beginning of that movie is one of the best openings of any movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, with the plane and
Yeah,
shit.
amazing cinematography, amazing. Right.
Yes.
It's great. The stadium blowing up scene.
Oh, Heinz
amazing.
Field. Yeah.
It looks a little dated today, but at the time it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
There's no way Heinz Ward wouldn't know that there's fucking shit blowing up behind him, but whatever.
Embrace the cheese.
Yeah, I'm with it. Again, the movie is good, but there's a couple things. There's a couple things where I'm like, come on, and you're gonna hate me again. I'd rather watch a '90s Batman movie than that movie.
Oh, I don't know.
I am absolutely.
I am not tracking.
But it's because they're so different, and I'm embracing the cheese in the '90s movies. Going, this is so fucking stupid. I'm enjoying it. Where the Dark Knight Rises, I'm like, okay, this is serious, and like, it's too serious for what it is.
Yeah.
And
I do see what you're saying, especially with the Dark Knight Rises.
Right.
Like, I do follow that.
That's the only movie I'm saying, by the way, I would want to watch the '90s movies over. Not saying that Rises isn't a great movie and that I don't enjoy it when I watch it. It just, I have to be in the right mindset, like George was saying before about I could see a different movie in a different feeling of, you know, how I'm feeling. Dark Knight Rises, you have to be in the right, like, all right, this is serious. I'm in it for fucking 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like.
And then I'm going to cry at the end. That movie made me cry like a little bitch at the end of it.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, when they're at the little bistro.
Yeah.
And he looks up, and he looks up.
It's Michael Caine's face.
Just like he knew it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, there's great shit in it.
Michael Caine.
Yeah. But
That was good.
If I'm flicking through the channels and Dark Knight Rises is on, and right next to it is Batman Forever, I'm watching Batman Forever.
Is that the one with
Tommy Lee Jones and
I
Jim
might
Carrey?
No, that's the bad one. No, if it was Batman and Robin, I'll probably watch Batman.
Well, either or, I'm gonna watch.
No, Batman Forever is trash. Batman and Robin is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
They're both trash.
Both.
But I'm gonna watch them both
For sure.
over Dark Knight Rises if they're on at the same time.
Mhm.
But I like cheese, and that's why I'd rather watch those movies.
And Batman suits with nipples.
Exactly. And he's got skates on his feet when he just clicks them together like he's fucking Dorothy from Wizard
That
of
shit
Oz.
is
Right.
awesome.
He's also got a credit card. I
Yeah.
don't know. Here's my thing. Let's get into this. If he needs to get a credit card, that means he has to go and reveal his identity to a bank
Right.
to get a credit card.
No, he doesn't. He's fucking Batman. He says it's the fucking Bat credit card. Like, just give it to me.
It's
and
the
they're
Bat
like,
card.
Yes, sir.
But it says Visa on it.
Oh my god.
Or MasterCard or whatever. So somebody knows his name somewhere
0% APR.
for 24 months. Depends.
Frequent flyer miles.
Also, Uma Thurman as Poison
trash.
Ivy is great.
Yes.
Everybody in those movies, I mean, even George Clooney was good. The only
They were
Batman,
all good.
let's be
Those are
real.
good movies.
The
Drew
only,
Barrymore is a dancing slut.
yeah. The only Batman movie that I kind of just like is honestly the Val Kilmer one.
The one with Mr. Freeze?
No, that's the one with George Clooney.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Batman Forever is not great.
No, the one with Val Kilmer is
Batman Forever.
Is it Batman
I'm telling
Forever?
you. It is
Where-
Batman Forever, and it's the worst one. It's with Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. And
Oh,
it
it
is, the
is,
worst
isn't
of the
it?
four.
Yeah, it is the one.
It's the worst one.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Yeah. And you know what though? Jim Carrey is being Jim Carrey.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
He's
movie.
being Ace Ventura
And-
just jumping around.
I'm not mad at him in the movie, but does the Riddler need to be that? No, the Riddler just needs to be a smart guy like he's going to be in the new Batman,
Yeah.
played by Paul Dano, and I'm looking so forward to it.
Danos.
Anyways, getting back to the top 10. Number 4,
Yeah.
War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
Oh, well, anything with Tom Cruise in it.
He's running in that movie like he's running in every other fucking movie.
Barrel, 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 barrel.
And you know what's funny? In Days
like
of
it wasn't
Thunder,
that bad.
he's running, just he's in a car.
Yeah. running on empty
In Top Gun, he's running, he's just in a jet.
in a jet. Oh,
He's-
the new. Wait a minute. Isn't that supposed to be January too?
No, I think it got pushed back to the summer again.
Oh my God, you're killing me. It's been like 2 years.
I seen a meme, and it was the Maverick poster with a sticky note that said 2020, 2021, 2022, like all crossed out.
Motherfucker, I've been dying for this movie.
Yeah, like just fucking release it already.
Right.
Like people were talking about the Screen movie being pushed, and they're like,
They pushed Jackass 4.
yeah, I get it, but at the same time, just fucking release it.
People are going to the movie
Right.
theaters. Just go, dude. Just
Well,
go.
Other countries are not. That's the thing.
Oh.
USA is there. So how can you release it in the USA and then not release it anywhere else? And that's the thing.
We make
Because
shitty choices here.
the minute you release it on streaming in another country, pirates are going to get on
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and then it's just going to be everywhere. So I get why they're doing it, but whatever. All right, top 3 in no particular order:
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Ugh, yucky.
Fantastic Four.
Oh,
I-
two
gotta
of them.
None of those really. Wedding Crashers is the best of the three, for sure.
Well,
For
hold
sure.
on. You got to remember, Fantastic Four when it came out was a huge deal.
I saw it in the theater.
Right.
Sure.
This was right after
Marvel's
Spider-Man.
first
This
family,
was
man.
right after X-Men. This was the first of the next Marvel movies, right?
Yeah,
So
no, I'm with you.
it was a big deal release. That's all I'm gonna preface this with. You see what I said there?
Preface there, son.
Um,
Oh my God. I'm gonna go. For some reason, it's just gonna piss me off, but this is the way it's gonna be. Charlie's gonna be number 1. Wedding Crashers number 2. And what was the other one?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four is 3.
Okay. What do you got there, George?
I think it's Wedding Crashers and Fantastic Four. No, fuck. I think Brent's right. I'm agreeing with Brent. Exactly what he said.
Okay. Number 3, or should I do it 1, 2, 3? I don't know. Like I always.
Start with 3.
Okay. Number 3, Fantastic Four.
Ooh, 1 for 1.
Wow.
Number 2,
You hyped it up like that. Fuck you.
Number 2, Wedding Crashers.
I got it right.
Number 1, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
God, that movie's so bad.
Why is that a
The
summer
movie's
release?
really bad.
You know why? Because Johnny Depp, they had made what? They had already made like 2 or 3 Pirates of the Caribbeans at this point. He was unfucking touchable. You ever see Rango? Rango's horrible. Rango makes no sense, and it's
I thought they were trying to be Leaving the Lost. What fucking movie is that?
Nickelodeon made it.
Yeah, I know.
It was supposed to be for kids.
Rango is supposed to be a Hunter S. Thompson movie. Yeah, it's like that one where he throws the orange at fucking Benicio del Toro.
Right,
dude. I saw it and I was like, "This is supposed to be for kids."
I remember I was either
Not
working.
really though.
I was working at Sears, I believe, at the time. No, I wasn't at the time. Rango. Yeah, I think I was working when Rango came out on like Blu-ray, and that was we got to show off the TVs, put Rango on because it looked good.
Yeah.
And I remember just going, "Fuck this movie! This is literally a gecko walking around a desert,
dude, for 2 hours."
Yeah. Whatever. That and Happy Feet we watched a lot.
Oh my God! Yeah. If I hear Yamo be there one more time, Yamo burn this place to the ground.
I like it. We're at George's favorite point. Say it for us.
The tomatometer.
Ooh, wow, that might have been the best tomatometer of all time.
I like it.
Oh,
Got to put some bass on that.
Shoot,
some reverb.
Hey, George, my Danny Trejo hot sauce came in the mail today.
Oh man, bring that next week. I gotta try.
Okay.
Put it on some chicken nuggies.
I'll stop by KFC and get the plant-based nuggets.
I kind of want to try them now.
Yeah,
that Justin showed us.
Wow, what a considerate friend. Yeah.
What a considerate friend. Look at that.
Well, good friend. Supply the hot sauce.
The Danny Trejo.
I'll bring the Cheech Marin.
Yeah.
Do it.
Dude, what would Christopher Walken's hot sauce be?
Hey. It's Christopher Walken. I don't even know. It would probably be so like just generic, like Christopher Walken's hot sauce,
or like Walking on Fire.
Oh,
walking on the sun hot sauce.
Walking on fire.
I like that.
Walking into the gates of hell.
It would probably be more cowbell.
Yeah,
hot sauce
it'll be something stupid. Yeah,
gotta have it.
Yeah, I need more hot sauce.
Wake up every day and put my pants on like everyone else, one leg at a time.
Make hit records.
But once they're on, I make gold records. All right, tomatometer critics out of 100. George,
I feel like
Wedding Crashers, Riddick.
Yep.
71.
Okay.
I have
one. Which one is it? Out of 100, yeah, 71.
Yeah, out of 100, yeah.
I think that this movie, I don't know. I'm gonna say 47 for some reason. It just sticks out in my head.
Okay, so my thought was with exactly what you just said. Every movie we've reviewed that's like this is low.
Yeah.
There's no way this movie is higher than a 55.
I mean, yes, it made $250 million.
Sure, but critics don't look at that.
No.
They're looking at the movie. So I was like, 55?
Yeah.
60, maybe? Critic score is a 76.
Wow, George, you were close, bud.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty high.
That's very high.
Damn.
That was a long pause. Why?
What?
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Maybe I just lost you for a second. I felt like that was a really long pause.
No,
it was a really long pause, and then you said 76.
Oh, yeah, you missed it. You cut out for a second.
Yeah. Anyways,
oh man,
audience score out of 100. Where do you think that's at,
George?
Sorry, I gotta go for 1 second. But audience score out of 100, probably solid 89. No, 86.
There's no way it's as high as the critic score for some reason. I'm gonna say 67.
It is a 70.
Okay, so it's lower.
It's lower.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where the movie should be. Let's be real. I don't think the critic score should be as high as it is. The critic score should be like a 65.
Yeah.
I don't know why this movie's this high. There's no reason for it.
No.
Critics wise. IMDb score?
Go ahead and say it.
6.9.
Yeah, right in the wheelhouse.
It should be maybe 7.1, but whatever.
Right.
It's where it needs to be.
69.
6.9. Are you with us, George?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Did you go somewhere?
Hey, is your dog still alive?
My dog is alive. She's been in training all week. We took her to Applejack.
Oh.
Yeah. They take her for a week and they give her back and she's like all done.
Yeah, so she's still there?
pick her up tomorrow, man.
Man, she's gonna be a brand new dog. I was thinking about doing that with Trudy, but I figured she's too small for that.
Train her yourself.
Do it, man.
Wiener
Go
dogs.
for it.
Yeah.
They're kind of expensive, but I feel like it's like then your dog is all done. Like,
well, no, two of my parents' dogs were bred at Applejack, so I know exactly what the training is.
Oh, okay.
A lot of that is that you and Kelsey are going to have to do your homework and keep her up to date with her training.
Yeah, you got to keep on.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the doggy daycare we take her to, they're all trained by Applejack, so she's like always going to be exposed to the same.
Oh, that's what's up.
Commands, the same training all the time.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Hell's
Very
yeah.
exciting.
Little Georgia.
Little Georgia. So,
My little sweet baby.
who was your favorite character in Wedding Crashers, George?
I don't know, man. I guess Rachel McAdams.
He guesses.
Man, do you know what? Probably Isla Fisher, because she's completely authentic the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
She's
There's
not.
a moment of like,
She's not in the beginning.
oh, man, what do you mean?
She's doing the same Vince Vaughn thing where she's playing the game, and then once like he's like, all right, I'm out of here, she's like, oh, well, I was just playing the game.
Right.
That's true. That's true. You know what? I think I like that. No, maybe Isla Fisher. I like her a lot.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Brent?
For me, it's Vince Vaughn. He's just got so many clever like little speeches in this movie.
Yep.
Where like he's like, what are we hunting? Quail. They decimate they control the grubworm population and blah 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 blah. And he was like, that's great. Let's just go kill some innocent birds, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he does have some very good. Yeah.
Let's go fucking hunt a human. Yeah, it's like
we can have a maple syrup conglomerate.
Right. What do you mean? I love maple syrup. I'll put it in my hair.
Right. There are some very great quips he has in this movie, and the part where they're like, that was my first Asian.
Right, right.
The person looks back like, what? There's some really good lines he has in this movie. I would say he's up there with one of my favorite. I hate to say this, but Will Ferrell is my favorite character in this movie.
Really?
He's in the movie for what? 5 minutes?
6, 7, 8, whatever it is. Yeah.
What's the most quotable line in this
Ma,
movie?
the meatloaf. Yeah.
Right.
That or
Ma, meatloaf.
that
fuck.
or me and my friends always it's erroneous.
On all counts.
Erroneous on all
Oh
counts.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Dude,
again,
I heard that too.
I just kept going back to what's the biggest thing I think about in this movie. It's two things. It's me and Wally, who I'm very sad he can't be here, saying to each other, Baba Ganoush. Like, we
Baba
literally,
Ganoush.
anytime we call each other, Baba Ganoush.
Right.
And if you don't remember what that's from, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Right.
Love
man,
that show.
was so good.
Yep.
MXC.
Yeah, baby.
MXC.
Or if
It
you're
was
from
like- it was
Japan,
like
I think it was called Takeshi's Castle.
Yep. Let's get it on. Love that show.
It was like that
Guy
show,
Ledouche.
Guy Ledouche here.
It was like Ninja Warrior, but like awesome and hilarious.
And
Yeah.
And took
murky,
itself way less
So good.
seriously.
Hep C infested water.
The best part is when it got kind of famous and like Americans would go over there and be on it.
Yeah.
But then they would still dub their voice.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yep.
Anyways.
That's a really good show.
Yeah, and it's on, I believe,
Is it Paramount?
it's like Paramount or I know it's on, you can just fucking find it on YouTube, but it's either on HBO Max or something like that. Like one of those ones you're like, oh shit. It was on Tubi for a while, but whatever. It's where if you've never seen MXC, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
And watch Kenny Blankenship's most extreme eliminate. Wait, no, what was it? Most painful eliminations of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna probably watch some of that tonight. I'm gonna go and watch that.
That shit's very funny.
Yeah, but beyond, like I said, the thing that I thought about most was what do I keep coming back to, and it's literally Will Ferrell's 5 minutes of screen time in this movie.
Yeah, the meatloaf and he goes to the funeral.
Right. And he's like, God damn you, whatever. And he's like,
air humping.
right.
Yeah.
How are they so funny and pathetic at the same time?
Yeah.
And only Will Ferrell could do that. Think
For
about
sure.
it.
Yeah, I couldn't see Vince Vaughn or Owen Wilson in that role. Sure.
No. Because Owen Wilson would be too, like, you'd be like, I don't believe him as an asshole.
I crashed a couple funerals with Chaz. Thanks for telling me he's a complete psycho.
Right. Wait. I just came from a funeral just now. You just came from a funeral now.
Right.
I love how they're like idolizing him in the beginning of the movie too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's, yeah. I almost wrote down all the Crasher rules. because there's
I don't know, there was
they
like a
say.
poster at like Spencer's back in the day that had them all.
there's like 101. I was
Right.
gonna write down a couple, and I was like, nah.
Did they
too
say
much.
that many in the movie?
No, they say
No.
like 4.
Yeah, they say 4 or 5, and there are good
I
ones.
feel
You know,
like there's
never
one
leave a
scene
crasher
alone where
behind.
They say like 5, like 4 or 5.
At the end, I think when he's like yelling at him, like number 156, you don't fucking blah 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 or whatever.
Right.
It sounds like he's just
Wow.
making it up, which he probably was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever. Who is your least favorite character?
That's a tough one because I feel like this movie was pretty actually well acted.
I mean, if you want
Yeah, even like Bradley Cooper, who's like maybe the closest thing to a villain. Like I don't hate him at all.
No,
he's doing his role perfectly.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe his friend who calls him while playing tennis.
Sack Attack.
Right.
My least
Yeah, I
favorite
don't know.
character.
Everybody's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like even the old grandmother. He's a homo. I'm gonna go better my room and paint
Right.
homo things.
Even him, like he's a great character in the movie too, and he
Yeah.
does his role perfectly. Like,
Death, you are my bitch lover.
yeah. You want to play Dummy Sticks?
Tummy sticks.
What did I say?
Dummy.
Isn't it Dummy Stick?
That's tummy sticks.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. Get in the closet. 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 It's all tied
This
up.
is the best Vince Vaughn role.
For sure.
You can't. I know he's had swingers, this and that, whatever.
Right.
Even Couples Retreat is up there for me. The part where he's talking about getting bit by the shark is hilarious.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
what does that look like to you? And it's like a little scrape. It looks like you just scraped your knee getting in the boat. Does it? Have you been bit by a shark before? Do you know what it looks like? It's great. I think Vince Vaughn kills it in this movie.
Yeah.
But if I had to have like a least favorite character, I hate to say that it's the two girls, Isla Fisher and Rachel McAdams. If I had to choose, just because Rachel McAdams just so like at most of the movie, she doesn't know what she wants, right?
She's conflicted.
Yeah, but the point or the part where Bradley Cooper gets up and says, we're getting married, she's just like, I guess we're getting married. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't say, whoa, we didn't talk about this.
Right.
Or you didn't actually ask me.
Right.
She just goes along with it right in front of Owen Wilson after having that conversation.
Right. And he goes outside and gets on a swing and be all melancholy about it.
Right. Like, so I felt like that was kind of shitty. Like, okay, do you make a huge scene in front of everybody? No, but maybe be like, wait a second. Like, we didn't agree to this.
Well, that and I mean, they pretty much, and I understand months go by and he's depressed or whatever, but like Vince Vaughn and Isla Fisher are planning a fucking wedding.
Yeah.
And like and you can bet that McAdams' character and Bradley Cooper's character have been together for a while.
It seems like it,
And
yeah.
they're just so eager to throw away whatever they have going on for two clowns they just met at a wedding.
Right. And then
They must not have been happy in the first place.
Well,
yes, of course.
yeah, I think that's the main story here is that she was with a dude who was a fucking douchebag.
Right. A falcon.
And you could tell she was looking for a way out, basically.
Right.
But for her to not do that right away and only to realize it after, Owen Wilson gets punched in the face and he shows up at the fucking wedding.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
It's
Sure.
It's a very it's ultra mega happy ending.
It's the Wayne's World one ending. Right. Which, all right.
Diddly-doo.
But I don't know. I just, that, and then Isla Fisher, in the first half of the movie, she's a little annoying. You know what I mean?
A little, but then when she explains, like,
then it's good.
I thought I wanted to be vulnerable and sexy.
Right.
You try getting jerked off in front of the table, under the table in front of the whole family.
Like,
no
again,
bodily fluids left, John.
Right. That was what I was like, until that point where she finally comes out and says it, and you're like, oh shit, she was playing Vince
Right.
Vaughn the same that he was playing her. You're like, oh, that makes sense now. Like, okay, cool, she's great. But until that point, she's a little annoying and she's not a good character.
Yeah.
So that would be the only two that I could kind of say.
But does she nail that role?
Yes.
perfectly?
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
find you
Oh
like
yeah, perfect.
Yep.
so perfect.
Yeah,
Even
for
when
sure.
she's annoying, she's very funny.
She's
don't know.
she's so hot.
Hard
God,
to hate.
I've got a weird thing for redheads.
Yeah, now that you say that,
Mhm.
that wrestler, Quinn McKay is redheaded.
Ish.
I mean, it's dirty blonde, I guess, reddish.
Ish.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, favorite part or scene? There's a lot to choose
there's
from.
a lot to choose from, but for me, it's the Vince Vaughn breakfast speech with the priest that he doesn't even say a word.
No.
He just kisses him at the end. He's like, I'm not a talker. I'm not a no.
He's just pouring the syrup on everything.
Yeah. Pours the guy a drink, and like,
slaps him and kisses him on the cheek.
Yeah.
That is a great scene. That's to me the culmination of his character in the movie.
Yeah. For me, that's it. Or when Walken goes into Jeremy's bedroom to talk about everything, and he's tied to the bed because fucking Todd tied him up. And
he even like grabs the rope and like he's playing with it like, it's tight. Yeah. It's fucking funny.
Also, I'm going to take umbrage with one thing too.
He's going to take umbrage.
So there is
expanding our vocabulary here.
It's the most George scene of the movie, and there's acoustic guitar. It's kind of cute and tongue in cheek, and Sack is still on the like making love to the porcelain gods, and Owen Wilson and Rachel McAdams are tiptoeing back and forth to their bedrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like she knocks on the door with her like fucking finger.
Yeah.
What would have happened if he would open the door? Like what were they gonna do? Snuggle with their whole family in the house?
Right, yeah. Or go to Pound Town and and you'd hear every creak.
Right. And that super old house that probably echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what the Sack is fucking hugging the toilet.
Right.
With the Visine.
This is like your boyfriend presumably, of years.
Right. And you're just like,
I'm gonna bang Owen Wilson's crooked nose right now.
Wow.
In a house full of people.
Well, you could.
Wow. I'm
gonna work on my own Wilson. I'm gonna get it down.
I'm gonna impregnate you. Wow.
Wow. I can't see.
Ka-chow. I came everywhere.
Ka-chow. Fucking. There was some. Really weird. I was on Peacock the other day.
The cock.
We were watching something, and then I didn't realize there's live channels on Peacock.
Yeah.
Wait, no, sorry, not Peacock. Paramount.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was live channels on Paramount. So I was flicking through, and I was like, "Hey, look, Celebrity Deathmatch." Vinny was talking about Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yep.
So I turned it on, and it was Steve-O versus Andy Milonakis. I'm like, all right, this is funny. You know, whatever. The next match, Vince Vaughn versus Owen Wilson. And I went, there's no fucking way the coincidence involved in this.
Right.
That the only time I would click on this, the only episode is this one that has to do with the episode we're doing this week with fucking the decision reel. So I watched it.
That shit keeps happening though.
It really does. I watched it, and the joke is that Vince Vaughn punches Owen Wilson, and it fixes his nose.
Of course.
And he's like, I can't have a real nose. I'm not, a perfect nose. That I won't get any work. So then he punches himself to break it. Then Vince Vaughn keeps punching it it's funny. Vince Vaughn loses because he takes his brain out and his heart out, but he keeps walking around because he's fine. He doesn't need those until he punctures his ego, and his ego deflates him, and then he dies.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that is solid gold.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Yeah, so good old Celebrity Deathmatch. Another person going, get it on. Yeah, I like it. George, did you have a favorite party scene?
I don't know. I was dreading this question. I don't know, really.
I mean, the movie is comedy gold. I mean, there's nothing wasted. Yeah, it's a long
There's
movie.
nothing necessarily bad, but it's also not really my kind of movie. So, I don't know. Hard to answer.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. I mean, but...
Maybe I laughed a lot at the football scene. I laughed a lot with you jerking him off under the table.
Holy pants and shirts.
Holy shit, shirts and pants.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's got a lot of funny scenes. I guess jerking him off under the table is pretty funny. I laughed a lot at that. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite. I wrote it down too. I actually wrote down the entire quote because it's hilarious. Where he's basically like, "Why don't you try?"
He says after
he's like, "Why don't you try getting jerked off under the table in front of the whole damn family and have some real problems, jackass?" Hey, what were they like? My other favorite part that I want to say is the motorboat scene, but not. So after, when he's just like, he's like, "Hey, what were they like? They look pretty good. Are they real? Are they built for speed or comfort?" You know, what'd you do with him? You motorboat? You motorboat, you motorboat, son of a bitch.
Gold monologues in this.
It really is, right? And then the part, like, he's like,
you old sailor, you.
Yeah, he's like, is she still in the house? Like, he's looking around. Like, it's fucking funny. And even we didn't really talk about her, but you can tell, like, Jane Seymour is great in this role.
Oh yeah,
you know,
she doesn't have the mom. Yeah, she doesn't have too many talking parts.
But she's great. Like, anytime she's on the screen, even if she's not talking, she's drinking.
She's stealing.
Yeah. Like, come a cat. Kitty cat. Yeah, like, it's great. Owen Wilson kills it in those scenes, too. Like, just being like, wow.
Kitty cat, I don't know if this is appropriate. Wow. I want you to feel them.
Right. I don't know.
Because you know why? Because you don't expect that performance from Dr. Quinn.
You're right.
I just got my tits done.
Right.
Like, whoa.
Oh,
really? Maybe this movie is responsible for my old lady fetish.
It could be.
God damn it.
Good damn it. My other favorite part, and again,
you're
not that mad about it.
No, I'm not.
No. I put, I said it with Will Ferrell being my favorite character. Obviously, the scene with him when he walks into the house and fucking Betty Boop cartoons playing, and he's like looking around like, is Chaz here? Like, wow, what's up? And he comes out wearing the fucking robe,
right,
like a boss, but he's in his mother's house. And he's just sitting there like, what a fucking idiot, man. And just, you want to eat? You want some meatloaf? Mom! Meatloaf!
You hungry?
What is she doing back there?
Dude,
the meatloaf, fuck!
Even when he walks in, like, you barely see the mom.
Yeah.
And the mom goes, pick up your fucking skateboard.
Yeah, right. And he's fucking 45 years old.
Right.
And then the whole part, like, when Owen Wilson just kind of standing there like, what's going on? And then the chick comes downstairs and, she's not bad looking. And he's like, wow, I didn't know what to think. But you still got it, man. Whatever. And they go to the fucking funeral. And it's a great scene because, there's a couple throwaway lines about Chaz in the movie, and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Who knows what he's about? And then you finally meet him, and you're like, it's Will Ferrell.
It's
holy
motherfucking
shit.
Will Ferrell.
And then you're like, you're with Owen Wilson. Like, is this guy for real? Like, this dude's a loser, but he's still got it. He's still banging chicks. And then they go to the funeral, and then it's all like, fuck, what was the guy's name? Where he's just like, God damn you, whatever. It's funny. It's funny. So yeah, those were my favorite parts or scenes.
Scenes?
Yes. I would ask if we were entertained, but obviously, yeah.
It's always entertaining. You just have to be in the mood that it's not going to be a smart man's comedy.
Sure.
It's not a dark comedy. It's not a thinking comedy. It's in-your-face comedy.
I don't think it's a slapstick, like, dick and fart stupid movie.
He does get shot in the ass with birdshot.
Yeah, but I think it's a smarter movie than it actually is on the surface.
I think can see right. That. Yeah,
I do agree with you. On
right,
that.
It's a highbrow, low comedy movie.
Being dumb.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a little smarter than it would even like to admit.
Yeah, it's and you know what? We don't have those movies anymore, and I think it's because there's that fine line in Hollywood of we can't make this movie because it's going to offend somebody.
Right.
So you don't have those road trips. You don't have old school anymore. You don't have this movie anymore because you're going to offend somebody. This movie actually offended some people.
Really?
And I'm going to get to that in the fun facts.
Because there's no... Man, that's weird.
Well, we'll get to it. But we're at the part... I mean, George, you can try calling your mom. I don't know how that's going to work. But would we recommend this to her mom?
That's not going to work.
Yeah, because you're on...
Yeah. Like normal.
You could text her, I guess.
I would recommend this to my mom.
You could text her.
I think my mom has seen it, and I think she laughed at it, and I think it's good to go,
Yeah, I mean, there's no way my parents have not seen this movie at this point. It's on TV literally every other day.
Right.
I would recommend it to my mom. I'm sure she'd go, funny, as she kind of watched it, I don't know. It is what it is. Did you text your mom, George?
Texting her right now. We'll see what happens.
All right. I was going to say.
I said Wedding Crashers, thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, perfect.
See what she says.
Yeah. But hopefully next week, before we get back to the next segment, hopefully next week we'll have everybody here in the room with us.
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a little bit, yeah.
I'll be there.
George has been out a little bit. Wally was out. We're taking precautionary reasons, but we're having people here over Discord, and it's working.
It's not working.
Right, exactly. It works fine. It's fine. I mean, we could definitely
Mom
do this.
Said, thumbs up.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that. Hell yeah. Getting
I
it.
would recommend.
She's going to recommend it. But the fun facts of the fucking week. I'm going to add a tiger roar in there or something.
Something.
Yeah.
We need something else.
Changing it up. I don't know. Following complaints.
You need to steal when they open the Panther thing from fucking Anchorman.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
That's a sound.
Sex Panther. 60% of the time.
It works all
every
the time, baby.
You know what? It's funny. I forget that's Paul Rudd
Yeah.
because he has a mustache.
Right.
He's so good.
I love Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is up there.
My wife was watching I Love You Man the other day. And I was
that's
like,
one of my favorites, too.
I just kind of had to stop and just, all right, we're watching this now.
Calls him Jobin.
Yeah, that's a great
Jobin.
movie.
Yeah. I love that movie. Slap at the bass, man.
Slap the BS.
Slapping the best.
And, Rush.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not that great.
I mean, I know what you're saying, Steve.
Thank you,
Okay.
George.
Relax.
I
Rush
like
is amazing.
I like Rush, but come on.
Rush is amazing.
No, Rush is awesome.
They didn't reinvent the wheel.
They didn't have to.
Rush is awesome.
They just made it better.
The
The reason why I like Rush is because their music isn't simple, but it's catchy. So there's so much to their music, and it's so, how would I say, technical, but it still makes you go, all right.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
no,
Like
yeah.
Dream Theater or...
It's got a groove to it.
Yeah, Dream Theater or what's fucking Tool. Like, yeah, that stuff's technical, but I just can't groove to it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing...
I cannot stand Tool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't need
you're wrong, but
I don't
okay.
need a 17-minute long song unless Rush is doing it, and that 17-minute long song is like completely different from start to finish.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
And it's fucking 2112.
I mean, I'll agree with everybody.
You know, band was kinda like
Maynard
Tool,
is a
but
is a
10 times
egomaniac,
better.
but what
Yeah.
now?
You know, a band was kind of like Tool, but 10 times better.
Perfect Circle.
Queens of the Stone Age. Dude.
Oh, dude, Queens of the Stone Age is amazing. They keep
They're
putting out
fucking
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, and they're really good. Their biggest hits that are on the radio aren't even their good songs.
I've been listening to a lot of
Man.
System of a Down lately.
They're good too.
Oh, dude.
Very
yeah, you can't
underrated.
stop them.
The
Sure.
songs that weren't mainstream, again, just like Queens of the Stone Age,
Yeah.
are better
Oh yeah,
than the songs that were big hits.
I go through cycles where I'll listen to nothing but System of a Down for like a month here and there, because Darren Malakian, although a psychopath, is an amazing songwriter and guitar
Yeah.
player.
Sugar.
So
Ba-doom-doom-tika. Yeah, it's a great song. It's terrible, but it's
Yep.
great. Yeah.
like,
anyway,
yeah, it's weird. There's songs you're like, why does this make sense? Like, it's
But it does.
kind of terrible,
Right.
right?
But it works.
Every time,
So I had a thing like System of a Down. You listen to the song first, you're like, this is bad.
right?
But your brain goes, listen to it again.
Yeah,
And then you do, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is actually pretty good.
Right.
And then you're like grooving to it, and you're like, what? This doesn't make any sense.
well,
That is a great way to describe like so many of their songs.
yeah, and they stretch their lyrics to make it kind of fit. Like, you really have to like read the lyrics to understand what they're talking about, and even then you have to kind of like break a code.
Yeah. Serge Tankian had his own, I guess, solo
He put
record.
out, he put out 5 albums.
Oh, he put out 5?
Yes,
I missed those other 4, but the
Yeah.
first one he did was actually really good.
yes, it had a
Yeah.
couple radio hits on it too.
The Empty Walls or something it was.
I don't know.
It was good.
No
I listened to
shit.
it. Yeah.
And of course, of course, because System of a Down is this like political band, and they literally broke up over money,
Yeah. It's fun.
over publishing rights and money.
Yep.
It's like always the rich.
It's always something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
I mean,
trash.
they're touring again, they're playing songs again, but they're pretty much done writing music together.
Yeah, it's literally we're here just to do the songs.
We'll play some festivals and get paid. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the fun facts of the week. Following
Motherfucking.
Of the fucking week.
fun facts of the fucking week. Following complaints from the United States Congress, the producers of the film yanked from the movie's official website a printable Purple Heart advertised as a gimmick to pick up women and get free drinks.
Oh wow!
Oh, man,
So in the
I see why
movie,
they did that,
Right,
but
they had
that's
purple.
very
They had
And-
Purple Hearts.
and that's the big complaint about this movie that people
Stolen
were so
Valor?
upset. Yep, we're upset about.
Oh,
So.
fuck them.
No, you know what?
I kinda get
I'm
it.
more. I get it, but I'm more okay with that being the one problem than like anything
Right.
else.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't
That's
like people
true.
are
Like, if you're gonna
canceling
complain
the
about
movie.
something, like I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
The painting given to Jeremy, Vince Vaughn, by Todd was kept by Vince Vaughn after filming.
It was a gift.
It's a goddamn gift, Todd. I'd keep it too. I mean, why not? Rachel McAdams got her certification in sailing to prepare for her role. She says she can now handle up to a 26-foot boat.
Oh, good for her.
I love how all she did was laugh at the sailing like jokes, the whole all the sailing references in the actual
Right.
wedding.
You got to think like
I love that.
Yeah.
All she did was laugh, and now she like actually can sail.
Right. I mean, I wonder if there was a lot left on the cutting room floor when they're on the boat and she's actually sailing, and Vince or Owen Wilson, does he get kicked? He gets hit off of it, right?
No. He just doesn't know. Like, he's like, John, square off the blah blah blah, my boy,
yeah.
and he's like, all right. And
well, I just remember the sail kind of like almost hitting him in the head or something.
No, that's more Tommy Boy.
Is it?
Yeah, he doesn't get hit in the head.
Yeah, that's the dinghy, man.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
No, you're wrong.
Probably
right,
not
whatever.
Tommy Boy. That's my next pick.
Okay. All right.
It'll change. Shut up.
It'll change.
You're right.
You're right.
I'm the most
Tommy
fickle
Boy's
person
definitely
alive, I
coming
think.
up though, because that is one of my favorite comedy movies from the 90s.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to tell you what my number one favorite comedy movie of the 90s is because you're going to hate on
Wayne's
it.
World.
No.
Strange Brew.
No. That was...
It's some fucking Canadian bullshit.
It's
that's
not
for
actually.
sure.
I mean, the main actor is Canadian.
Oh, God.
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
Okay. A real wedding planner was kept on set to make sure the weddings in the movie looked real.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess you kind of have to.
I guess.
Like a
I mean,
consultant.
a wedding's not that fucking hard, but okay. Put some shit
Well,
on some tables, get a
to-
DJ, and fucking
To be fair,
people say some shit. I don't
To
know.
be
Okay.
fair.
they had how many different types of weddings there, right? So why not have somebody who can just say, this is what you need here, this is what you need there, this is what you need.
I guess like a Jewish wedding, a Greek wedding, a Spanish wedding.
Right.
That makes sense.
They go to
Like,
all these
that
different things.
They're all a little different.
Exactly, right. So Isla Fisher
fair enough.
used a body double for her nude scenes. She told Entertainment Weekly that the film's producer wanted her to be naked for 5 scenes, but she managed to talk them down to just 1. Fisher clarified that she thought that it was difficult for women to be funny once the audience had seen their breasts and thought that her appearing nude would compromise the comedic quality of her performance. The producers disagreed and deemed nudity essential for the plot. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. I don't remember seeing Isla Fisher nude in this movie.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. The whole,
If one person is going to know on this planet if she was nude in this
It was
movie,
me.
it's Brent. She's not nude in this
sure.
movie.
No, that it must have ended up on the floor because
they must have ended up agreeing with her.
Right.
because
What part were maybe on the beach, maybe in the bathroom,
bathroom?
right? Or at the end scene where Owen Wilson finds them making out?
there's nothing there.
No.
Well, that's like everybody like remember when not Starsky and Hutch but the other one, the two brothers, Bo and Luke, Duke, the
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard came out.
Yeah.
And everybody was like going crazy because you saw like Jessica Simpson in a bikini and like but it wasn't even her.
Yeah, and of course not. Unless you see somebody's face. At the same time, 100% of the time, it's a body double.
Every time there was legs and ass, and it was supposed to be Jessica Simpson, it was a model by the name of Marissa Miller. And
You wouldn't know that.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
yeah, well, of course,
No, of course. I'm a connoisseur.
another beautiful woman, and she's a beautiful model. But yeah, Jessica Simpson body double, just like Isla Fisher would use a body double.
Right.
I don't blame her.
Right.
Unless you see their face, like Amy Adams's nipples in The Fighter.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's a see-through thing.
Or
Your knowledge
or
is
road trip
is
or
the
crank.
only word that makes sense is encyclopedic.
Thank you.
Encyclopedia.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
He has an encyclopedia knowledge of titties.
Tits.
Premiere voted
It's
this
memories.
the Encyclopedia of Memories.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or just the Mammary,
On the corner of my mind.
the Mammarypedia.
Mammarypedia.
Whatever.
Tittypedia.
We're gonna have something on Patreon. Premiere voted this movie as one of the 50 greatest comedies of all time in 2006. A year after it came out, they went top 50. I don't agree with that, but it should be top 100.
You know what? I'm going to agree with top 50. I'm okay with that. Quotable. We still quote it.
Yeah. Erroneous.
Erroneous on all accounts.
You're right. If Will Ferrell hadn't been available for the short role of Chaz, director David Dobkin had actor Nicolas Cage in mind for the backup.
That would have been perfect.
It would have either
Instead
been
of who?
Nicolas Cage,
Instead of who?
Will Ferrell. Like, it would have either been perfect or just like, Because
that's literally everything Nick Cage does can be described that way.
right, it's either amazing or terrible. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
I don't know which way you go with it. Nick Cage. Nah, I gotta get a good Nick Cage somehow.
Oh no, that's more Keanu.
Oh, crazy.
Pretty good.
I guess. Will Ferrell was offered the role of John Beckwith, but turned it down for the smaller role of Chaz.
Huh?
Imagine this movie: Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell.
Nope. It's not. You know why? Will Ferrell is one of the ugliest people on the planet. It is not believable.
But he's Chaz.
No, he's Chaz because the rules work for him.
Okay.
But there's no way that Rachel McAdams is going to fall in love with
you're
Will
right.
Ferrell.
And I don't see Will Ferrell being that charming. Like,
Right.
I'm what's the word I'm looking for?
No,
Emotional.
right.
And like, I can believe you. Sensitive. Yeah.
No.
He's bedazzled when he turns him gay.
Yeah. Goddamn sunset. That's George.
That's
Fucking dolphin safe tuna.
Thank you.
Oh, God damn it. David Dobkin said Owen Wilson was nervous for the scene where he grabs Jane Seymour's breasts. He's a gentleman, so to him, even in a movie scene, putting a hand on a breast was so uncomfortable, and it was so funny because Jane was so comfortable with it. Owen was very stiff in the scene. He didn't really want to squeeze her breast when she was telling him to do it. And I was like, dude, you got to do it. It doesn't look right. Your hands look like crab claws.
Right.
And then he did it eventually, and that scene ended up being way funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She puts her jacket back on. Perfect.
Right.
She gets off on that shit. It's tight.
Yeah. So the unrated version of this movie adds 7 minutes and 30 seconds to the runtime. Yeah.
Does not need it.
No. It's just Vince Vaughn talking longer.
Yeah, no
Literally
thanks.
all it is.
No.
Yeah. That's all the fun facts I got for us this week.
Let's get to them scores, boy.
So our final decisions out of 10. I'm going to go to my man George here first.
You did it again. Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even mean to do it. It just comes out.
It's
I guess I got the
Appropriate in
walking.
this one.
Hashtag accidental walking.
Accidental walking. It's out of 10.
I don't know. Like a 6, I guess.
I mean, that's fair.
It's it's perfectly funny and everything, just not necessarily in my wheelhouse. It made me laugh more than I expected.
There you
Maybe
go.
Like a 6.5.
Right. 6.5. He's good. He's bumping it by 0.5.
Yeah, it gets an extra half point because you guys reminded me of like all the funniest scenes. Made me laugh more than a movie like this typically would, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
just not generally what I'm looking for.
Well, so did you like Old School better than this?
No, this is funnier than Old School for sure.
See, I disagree.
They're like right there with me. You know what I mean? They're somewhat of the same movie. It feels like the same writing. It feels like the same era, which
Could
it
be
is.
the same fucking town.
It could-
yeah.
yeah,
you
I
know
think
what I
Owen
mean?
Wilson is funnier than Luke.
I mean, that could be Vince Vaughn after he gets married.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it really could. You're right.
Yeah.
And George just said it. Owen Wilson's a Luke Wilson. Like,
yeah.
with Will Ferrell, like, is it the same movie? Kind of. Like,
Little
you know what I
bit.
mean? Like, the humor is literally the same jokes, right? What movie that Vince Vaughn is in this era that the humor is not the same, I don't really know. But both of those movies work. Which movie's better? It depends on your view of what you think is, how would I say, more entertaining.
Right.
Yeah. So, George is at 6.5. My man Brent's at.
I'm at a 6.5 too. I've been thinking about it all day. The only thing keeping it from a 7 is the runtime.
Okay.
That's it. I think it's 20 years old.
Fuck.
Who chose this?
Wally did.
Wally did.
Wally did.
Okay.
And he's not here, so
Dang,
it's kind of
he's not
sad.
even here.
Yeah.
So-
It's all good.
The only thing keeping it from a 7 is the runtime. It's a timeless comedy. We've been quoting it for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to continue to quote it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me matters, is quotability.
Well,
Especially for
Yeah.
guys. I mean, you know, George is a smart guy and does the smart comedy thing, but we all have an appreciation for that. And as much as I liked what was the movie we just did with George?
the last movie we just did?
Away we go.
As much as I
okay.
liked Away We Go, nobody's quoting Away We Go.
No, I mean
that's not true though. I quote that movie all the time.
Okay, that's because you're George and half a femme. But,
half a femme. Wait, hold on. What do you quote out of that movie?
Yeah, what is quotable in that?
Oh man, God, you're gonna put me on the spot, and like I can't think of anything. But
On how you quote?
well, I guess it's like sweet nothings that I would say.
Okay, all right. Well,
somebody.
I get it.
I
get it. But what I'm saying is, we're not going to go to like the pub, and get wings, and like you'll say something stupid, and I'll be like, "That's erroneous."
Erroneous on all counts.
That's erroneous,
right? Or I'm not going to be like, whenever I have meatloaf,
right?
Meatloaf
every time.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, ever since I even do that. Like this movie didn't even make me laugh that much. Mom, meatloaf, fuck. That shit is so fucking funny.
Baba Ganoush. Like, I still say that to this day.
Yeah.
Only with one person, obviously, but it's the bond that me and Wally had.
It's kind of gay.
I don't fucking care, bro. We watched MXC a lot.
It's kind of gay.
And this movie came out. I'm going to tell you.
Tell him that shit from the fucking beginning of this movie. A friend fucking, what's he say? When his dad died and a friend, blah, 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 blah. Never mind.
I don't remember.
That girl's trying to make fun of Vince Vaughn in the beginning. of the movie, right?
Oh yeah, for getting the like the sleeping bags and
yeah.
Right. I'm trying to help my best friend out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Wally have some history. That's why I'm a little bummed he couldn't be here today, but it's all good. Scheduling conflict. He had to do his thing, and that movie just, and another movie that we touched on that kind of means something to me with Wally, and it's funny, is I Love You, Man. And
that's just great.
But it's not about the movie. It's about how we watched it together. I'm just going to get into it just because it's kind of funny. So I was living in the Wildwood apartments at the time, the old ones.
The brick ones.
Yep. And the movie came out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever the fuck it was.
I don't even remember you living there.
You wouldn't have known me at that time.
Okay.
This was before I was with my wife. So, yeah. So me and Wally were chilling. We're playing Batman, I believe, like Arkham Asylum or something when it came out, PS3. And I Love You, Man came out. We're like, let's fucking watch it. So we start watching it, and we're with two ladies that are there. For whatever reason, they go out and like start talking on the balcony, whatever thing. And me and him literally are just there watching it together, and we're geeking out, like laughing hysterically at this movie, having great bro time. And like, that's a great memory between me and him, because that's what we always kind of quote to each other. Like, man, remember when we fucking just watching I Love You, Man by ourselves when we should have been on like a double date kind of thing?
Right.
And yeah, it's funny. So
it's because you're nerds.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we were Sydney, what the fuck is his name in the movie?
Koufax. No,
it's Peter Clavin and Sydney something.
Yeah,
whatever. That was.
Why'd you name your dog Anwar Sadat? He fucking looks just like Anwar Sadat.
Yeah, he kind of does. So my overall out of 10 final decision on this movie, I don't know. I'm thinking now that you said this, because you're right. This movie needs to be an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it does not need to be whatever the fuck it was, an hour and 40, whatever.
Because
minutes.
they took a buddy comedy and tried to stretch it into a romantic comedy.
Yeah. Well, so the buddy comedy is the first 30 minutes.
Yes.
And then the romantic comedies after that.
Yep.
It doesn't need to be as long as it is. Long in the tooth. I'm like at the 6.57. I want to give it a 7, but now that we're talking about it.
I don't think you logically can.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm.
Like for what?
It's for Vince Vaughn being Vince Vaughn. It's for Christopher Walken actually putting a performance together that wasn't him going, hey, it's crazy. It's yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.5 as well. You're bringing me down. I had 7. I wrote down 7. I wanted to keep it at 7.
I was teetering all day, but our conversation.
Yeah, it puts the nail in the coffin for it. After 18 years.
The nail in the coffin.
It is definitely a great movie that's going to hold up. Maybe it's not going to stand the test of time, but I think it's going to be a quotable movie for many years to come. I just think that the more time that goes by, the less it's going to be thought about. 6.5. Again, with my scale, I think a 6.5 is a great movie.
Yes.
Like everybody's like, well, it's got to be 8 or higher. No, it doesn't. Anything over a 5 is a good movie, at least on my scale. Now, depending on how great your movie is where you go with that. So I'm going to be at 6.5.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, 6.5 is all around. This is a real easy one this week. So next week, we're going to Brent.
Yes. So we've done the indie comedy. We've done the somewhat comedy child. Last week, Jack, you don't know what that was, but it was more of a comedy than anything, right?
It definitely was. I mean, Robin Williams had a French baguette as a cock.
As a cock. Yes, it was fucking hilarious.
In a PG movie.
In a PG-13 movie.
Oh, was it PG-13?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's because he was talking about his erector set.
Right. I hope I got one for Christmas.
And farting in coffee cans.
And then we did the classic buddy comedy this week. So we're gonna cleanse the palate.
We're gonna cleanse it.
We're gonna cleanse the palate. We're gonna do what I did when I picked the Jackal.
Oh shit!
But it's not gonna be as old.
The Jackal.
Oh fuck.
So we are going to go back to 2001.
Okay.
Shit, I'm drawing a blank. Who's the actor from Casino?
Jack
is
Nicholson?
that fucking
Robert De Niro.
De Niro. We're going De Niro.
We're going Heat.
Nope.
Oh.
We're going De Niro, Edward Norton.
Oh.
The Score.
Oh.
I've never seen The Score.
Dude,
so I'm
you're
very excited.
George is gonna like it.
I love picking movies
like
that
it?
George has never seen because he never saw The Jackal, loved it. He never saw High Fidelity, loved it.
Dude.
High Fidelity is in my top 10 of all time now.
Yeah.
So,
wow, look at that.
So The Score is a heisty type movie.
Yes,
but
it is.
Edward,
okay, it's got points against it already for that.
Yes, but it's Edward Norton and
Yeah.
fucking De Niro, bro.
Coming at me real well. Yeah, you know, it's good. It's a good movie.
Alone, it gets those points back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna like it, but you're not gonna be like High Fidelity scores.
It's not going to be the Jackal Score either, but it's one of my. This movie is what made me fall in love with Edward Norton.
Okay,
for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's been
see it then just for that.
Yeah, it's been some time since I've seen it.
Yeah,
I remember it. I can see the DVD. You know.
Yeah.
Cover in my head.
I love heist movies. I do, I even count Heat in that.
It's a heist movie.
Steal any kind of thief type shit. I love it.
I love it too, dude. Fucking any Ocean's movie.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'm a sucker for.
Yeah,
Ocean's 8 was terrible, but I watched it.
Yeah,
you guys like heist movies a lot.
Oh yeah,
I love heist movies,
but not comedy heist movies, like serious, like Tower Heist with Eddie Murphy.
Okay,
trash.
Yeah,
but like real getting away with it heist movies. I fuck with hard.
Honestly, I feel dumb when I'm watching them because I think it's just because I'm not very interested, but I never I feel like they all reach a point around like the 45 to an hour and 10-minute mark where I'm like, I lost the plot. Like I don't know what the fuck the heist is anymore. And then I'm not interested for the rest of the movie. That happens every fucking time I watch a heist movie.
This one's gonna keep you. This one's gonna keep you.
They always go through the plan, and then they start executing the plan, and it's always so annoying.
Get in the van. We gotta go. We gotta go.
The monkey's driving the van. That's the best Dane Cook joke.
Monkey,
I'm sorry. You learn how to talk.
Let's fight.
Okay. I love it. My friends are rolling around in the back of the fucking CT 2002 or whatever.
Okay, I patted it. Eating Jolly Ranchers.
If you say sour apple. Yeah, so anyways, next week, I'm actually looking forward to it. I haven't seen the score in some time. Stabbing jaws. I'll be the one stabbing jaws. This good episode. Sorry you couldn't actually be in person here on video, George, but you know what? We're keeping it down on the YouTube.
Yeah. And then next week we'll have the full house. No pun intended.
No pun intended. We're also going
to... Rip Bob Saget.
Right. Oh, my God. I can't believe that.
Why? People die every day, bro.
But I like Bob Saget.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What? Okay, yeah, he was too young to die?
Not really. 65.
Just
I thought he was 56.
Quite a savage
65.
Under any context, it's just a very savage thing to say.
Well, people die every day, bro. Fuck it.
Dude, I saw him do stand-up 2 or 3 years ago.
It was terrible.
It was awful, but the one thing that I took away from it was the amount of cocaine that he did during Full House. He was like, there wasn't a single episode where I wasn't high as a kite on cocaine.
But can you not, at that time, how do you get through that day? You don't want to be there.
He ended up being America's, who cast him for that? Who was that guy who's always high?
Well, he wasn't, he wasn't that kind of comic. He was a dirty, terrible comic. So to get through that day.
Yeah. Because he was talking about how he would fuck with the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
That's fucked up.
Don't tell me that.
Tell me that.
Somebody tweeted something today that was sums up Bob Saget for me as a whole. And it said, how the hell do we explain to these kids that Bob Saget used to basically host YouTube?
Right. It's true. And you know what I really hate is
true.
Like all
he was the host of YouTube.
All the America's Funniest Home Videos that you can find on any streaming site is all the ones before or after him.
Yeah.
You can't find his.
Oh, with Tom
Brokaw. No, it was Tom Brokaw.
I'd love to lick a lemon lollipop and a Lilyhammer.
Tom Bergeron.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was one before him. It was with
Brokaw.
Daisy Fuentes and some other dude. Remember there was 2 hosts?
It was probably Mario Lopez.
No, it wasn't. It was some white dude and Daisy Fuentes, I remember.
Dan Cortez.
It might have been. But I'm hoping now that, you know, he passed, that maybe they'll be like, all right, let's start showing these again, because that was the golden age of it.
AFV was awesome with him.
Yeah. So, good. Anyways, hey, thanks for listening. As always, you can find us on our social media platforms at The Decision Reel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube now. You can watch us live, or you can listen to
live.
You can listen to us live, watch us live. We're on pretty much every podcast platform that's out there. If you are listening to us, please give us a review. Please, on Spotify now, you can leave reviews or stars or whatever.
Let's go.
Give us that. Subscribe, do your thing. Share this, tell your people. Thanks for listening. Buy a t-shirt. We got merch again. Check it out. So so again, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for George for being here
via Discord.
Hey,
thanks for making it work for me.
George and the Cord.
I like it. So next week, The Score. Everybody's going to be here. We might have a surprise episode in the middle of the week. I don't know. Maybe it might be about a new movie. Maybe we might see. It should be good. But all right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Peace.